Ferrari's 2025 Formula One season was supposed to be the start of a new chapter. The arrival of Lewis Hamilton alongside Charles Leclerc promised a dream lineup, and the SF25 looked competitive in preseason testing. Fans expected a title fight, but months into the season, Ferrari isn't leading. They're fighting just to stay on the podium. So what went wrong? To understand, we have to start with the Chinese Grand Prix, the turning point of their year. After the race, both Ferrari drivers were disqualified. Leclerc's car was found to be 1 kilogram under the minimum weight limit. Hamilton's titanium skid block, which sits under the floor, was worn beyond the legal limit. At first glance, these sound like small details. But in F1, even a millimeter or a kilogram can decide a race. And here it cost Ferrari every point they had earned that weekend. Leclerc's weight issue came from a strategic gamble. Ferrari went for a one-stop race, hoping the tires would last longer. But higher than expected degradation meant more sliding, which increased fuel burn. By the finish, the fuel used was enough to drop the car below the weight limit. It was a calculation error, simple but costly. Hamilton's problem was different. The worn skid block meant the car had been running too low, either because the setup was aggressive or the suspension was compressing too much over bumps and curbs. It gave performance until it failed the post-race inspection. The fallout was huge. Ferrari became more conservative. They raised the ride height, stiffened suspension, and dialed back aggressive aero setups to avoid another disqualification. But in F1, when you remove risk, you often remove speed. And here's the deeper issue: the SF25's suspension and weight distribution. On low fuel and qualifying, the car feels sharp and responsive. But over a race distance, the balance shifts. The rear gets unstable under acceleration, forcing drivers to lift earlier and manage throttle. That instability overheats the rear tires, leading to faster degradation. When your car eats its tires, you face two bad options: pit more often and lose track position, or slow down to make the tires last and lose lap time. That's why Ferrari often looks fast on Saturday but fades on Sunday. China also hurt Ferrari psychologically. The strategy team became cautious. They've avoided aggressive undercuts, hesitated on tire changes when rain threatened, and stuck to safe race plans that almost never win. Against Red Bull and McLaren, safe doesn't work. Then there's the driver dynamic. Hamilton pushes for a specific development direction and demands precision. Leclerc has learned to adapt to Ferrari's inconsistencies. Now the team must balance two strong voices, which can slow decision-making if they disagree. Ferrari is trapped in a cycle: a car too sensitive to fuel load and track conditions, a strategy team that's lost its nerve, and drivers compensating for weaknesses that should have been solved before the season started. To recover, Ferrari must widen the car's performance window, fix the suspension balance, and trust themselves to take calculated risks again. Until then, they'll keep showing speed on Saturdays and frustration on Sundays. For fans, that's the hardest part. The talent is there, the money is there, the drivers are world-class. But in F1, small cracks in the foundation can bring the whole structure down. And right now, Ferrari's foundation is shaking.